I'ma go get it tonight.
Hey, what's up you guys, Jackjackhd here. So today I'm going to show you guys how to build a build reset button, the easiest possible build reset button you can make on Fortnite Creative currently in 2020. Now obviously it would be so much easier if Epic Games actually made a explosive device that is indestructible and actually explodes but doesn't consume. And I'm pretty sure everyone that knows about Fortnite Creative and knows what I'm talking about can agree. But before then, this will be the easiest build reset button you could possibly do on Fortnite Creative. Now I do have a build reset button, a traditional build reset button tutorial, and you can always check that out. But the build reset button isn't your traditional build reset button in this video. Here is my Halloween 2020 themed 1v1 map, and I use this technique with the zombie spawners, and it went really nicely, obviously because, you know, it went with the theme. The zombies went with the Halloween theme. But this technique with the zombie spawners is the easiest possible way to build the build reset button. So hopefully everyone gets this working if they want to. So on this map, do your 1v1. Once you're done your 1v1, someone clicks on the button, then the build's reset. Really simple. This is probably going to be the easiest tutorial I'll make on Fortnite Creative. It's just such an easy way to build the build reset button. You can start up a new island. If you're not starting a new island, this is what you have to do with your settings. Some people, they try to change settings, but they don't know that there's settings that might be currently set could actually mess up their build fight. So what you can do is actually go to my island, go through all these tabs, the game tab, settings tab, and the UI tab. Click on the Y button. Well, I'm on Xbox, it could be anything, but you want to click on the restore default settings. Click on that. It restores all the settings to default. Once you have that, you can start setting up the settings that I change. Voice chat, set it to all. Time limit, I'm going to set it to none. Join in progress if you want, I'm going to set it to spawn. Next tab, settings tab, starting shields 100%. Build can destroy environment, I'm going to turn that to no. Environment damage, turn this to off so your build fight map doesn't get destroyed. Structure damage, you're going to actually keep this to all. Structure damage is actually the damage done to player built builds. Eliminated players items, turn this to keep, so when you do get eliminated, you keep your items. Health granted on elimination, you can set this to a 200. I'd probably assume that you want to set the 200 for your 1v1 maps. So next tab, UI tab, this is how you set up the scoreboard. I suggest scoreboard tiebreaker 1, elimination, scoreboard tiebreaker 2, damage dealt, scoreboard tiebreaker 3, eliminated. That's just my suggestion. You can always set it up however you like. Alright, so I'm going to set up a 1v1 map just for example. Alright, so once you have your 1v1 set up, what you want to do is go to devices. You're going to go to creature placer, and this is how we're going to set up the explosive. So this creature placer is a alternative from the explosive device. This will actually destroy the builds. Alright, so with the creature placer, this actually makes your build reset button infinite. So it's not like an explosive device. Explosive device gets consumed, then you're just going to need multiple explosive devices if you want to get the build reset button to work multiple times. Alright, so in the settings of the creature placer, here are the settings that you're going to change. Activate on game phase, we're going to set this to never. Spawn effects visibility, we're going to set this to off. Despawn when receiving from, we're going to set this to channel 2. Spawn when receiving from, we're going to set this to channel 1. Alright, so now you can put it at the very top of your ramp. You're going to have one on each side. If you want, you can always set it up in the middle of the two ramps and have it at the top of the starting wall in the middle of your ramps. And you can actually duplicate just like this using the right on the D-pad. You can select the objects and then you can place it in the middle of your ramps. Alright, so now that's done. We're going to need a trigger. Back to devices, equip a trigger. We're going to go into the settings. Here are the settings that we're going to change. Triggered by player, we're going to turn that to off. Triggered by vehicle, turn that off as well. Triggered by sequencer, off. Trigger VFX, I'm going to turn this to off. You don't have to, but that's just what I want. Delay, set this to 1 second. Visible in game, I'm going to turn this to no. Trigger when receiving from, we're going to set this to channel 1. One trigger transmit on, this will be set to channel 2. Very important options, make sure you have these correct. When it comes to channels, if you mess this up, then you're just gonna run into a lot of issues. All right, so next what we're gonna do is equip a button. Back to devices, here is a button. We're gonna resize it a little bit. We're gonna put it on the side here, change the settings. Settings we're gonna change one, interactive with, transmit on. We're gonna set this to channel 1. And reset delay, I'm gonna set this to 2 seconds. After that, okay, we're gonna set it up at the ramps. Next, obviously, we're gonna need player spawn so people can spawn. Lastly, team settings and inventory. This is how we set up our inventory. Once you creative, then weapons. Then I equipped the weapons that I wanted for my 1v1. Then I dropped it into the team settings and inventory. After that, I started the game. Built up a little bit on the ramps. Then I clicked on the button. Alright, so builds reset, but I'm missing something. So what you need to do is we're going to need to place down the zombie spawners at the bottom of the ramps, like so. You can always do it manually and just try to rotate it individually, then just copy it. Now that's set up, let's try it again. So obviously the downfall of having this build reset button, zombies spawn, obviously. And so it's not your traditional build reset button. Then also, the builds around your 1v1 actually don't get destroyed. The builds that are actually attached to your ramp gets destroyed. But yeah, you guys, that is it. That is how to build the easiest build reset button currently on Fortnite Creative in 2020. Be sure to leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed and this was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't take credit for this technique. This is actually a well-known technique that people have been doing, but I'm pretty sure not everyone knows how to do this. But make sure you have all the settings correct for your channels. Don't miss any of the steps. That's all it takes. You miss one thing, then you just run into train wreck. Subscribe if you're new and you're interested in my type of content. Use code JackJackhd in the item shop if you do want to support me. Greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys next time. Easiest tutorial I've ever made on YouTube. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Good luck. Peace.